Hey y'all, it's Sammy again with Jenny Oates of HealthyOats.com, and we are back for session 3 of our series on clearing the pantry towards a healthier you. So, I had to stop you last time on the grains because it was a little overwhelming, but now we're going to tackle the pasta and the rice.
Which again could be a little overwhelming.
Still overwhelming. That's my daughter's favorite is pasta with garlic and olive oil, which I think is so good because of the garlic and olive oil. And as you see from the pantry, we've got all sorts of noodles. We have egg noodles, we have Japanese noodles, we have macaroni and cheese, we have Spanish rice. Yep. So again, it all kind of boils down to a little bit of the same thing that we're dealing with,
Same
though.
idea,
Even though
yep.
they come from different parts of the world, it's still the same bad.
Right. And it's,
additives.
again,
Okay.
it's the same idea that we've been saying of start to put in some of the good. Don't
Okay.
feel like you have to just eliminate it all. But if you know a few important things and know a few important facts, it'll really give you some knowledge as to why you're not doing it. Instead of just
Right.
saying, I'm just cutting this out cold turkey, really understand why. And that's what I'm here to help
Yes.
Sammy do and
It
help
is
you
gonna
guys do
help.
is just to really understand why we're switching this. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
really own it or buy into it if you don't know the why.
Right.
So let's look first at pasta because
Okay.
again, pasta is just such a staple in our diet.
Right.
And a couple things with pasta, as we've already said, is looking for things that are whole grain as opposed to
Okay.
enriched. So Healthy Harvest is all natural whole grain. It's whole wheat. And again, Sammy mentioned to me earlier that her kids kind of aren't crazy about the color of it, but introduce it once during the week and then continue to try to introduce it until they get used to it.
What about even mixing some of that with
Yep.
a regular pasta?
Yeah,
maybe
that's
even.
a great
Okay.
idea. Mixing it again instead of just making your whole family go cold turkey and then
Okay.
them all hating the idea. They
Right.
really have to own into it and buy it.
Right.
Because what we're all about at HealthyOats.com is making sure that that you own it and that our children own it and we're
Yeah.
equipping them. We want to equip them. So with the pasta here, this Annie's pasta, this is a great choice if your kids love macaroni because you can see this short little list here, and it's the first ingredient is organic wheat pasta, so it's a whole grain product again. But there's 10 ingredients. First, if you were to pick up a box of Kraft macaroni, you've probably got 20 ingredients, and that's
Right.
including the cheese. So
Right.
that's really good. And
Okay.
whenever you when we move on to rice here, let's take a look. It's the same principle again. You're looking for this whole grain thing. Brown rice, you're doing good.
Good, thank you.
Tell us about
Don't do
these,
the
Sammy.
others.
Were these a freebie?
These were all freebies, and I think I need some help from my frugal sisters out there because we just got all of these different bags of rice for free with the Harris Teeter triples and doubles, and even Publix. Those are the double coupons,
Right.
Jenny. All of these were free.
Right.
And I think I'm doing a good thing by even doing the rice instead of the pasta all the time, but that's
Right.
not the case with the short grain.
If you're
or the-
getting the right kind of rice, that's the
Yeah.
case. So whole grain, it's not
Okay.
been stripped, it's got nutrients and fiber. Versus enriched grain, you can see this is the enriched, so it's been stripped of fiber and all the vital nutrients that your body needs. You're not getting any of that. So
Yeah.
while you might be getting this for free, again,
Yeah.
you're getting a whole lot more in the long run. Than your
Yeah.
money actually purchased, because the more you have of this type of product, that's why
Right.
we have the gluten issues and the problems that we do, because we have so much enriched products. And a lot of us like the convenience of having everything
Yeah.
in one package.
Tear and go.
Here's
Yeah,
another
that's
one,
noodles.
just convenience packages. But the problem with these convenience things is not so much the rice, although the rice in this product is enriched, so that is
Right.
it is an issue. It's the seasonings. So you really have to look at things like the seasonings in this. You've got salt and sugars and MSG. I don't know if you're familiar with MSG.
I only thought like Chinese restaurants I had to worry about that. So this is news.
MSG is a toxin, and what happens when you introduce toxins like this into your body, if you're concerned about weight at all, the toxin actually binds to fat cells and it prevents weight loss. It prevents you from being able to lose the fat that you desire to lose. You think you're doing yourself a favor
Yeah.
by eating rice, but you're really shooting yourself in the foot because
problem.
you're not going to lose the fat cells that you want because of the toxins. And again, on
Scary.
something like this, and most of these already have pre-seasoned packages in here, 750 milligrams, and you think, oh, not too bad, right?
Yeah.
Until you see that the serving size on this is 2.5, so you're
Wow.
getting like 1,800 milligrams of sodium. That's 100% of your sodium for the day in this little tiny package.
and something
So-
you think you're doing that's healthy.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So, same thing with the noodles. And last thing on rice and pasta is your body, those things act as sugar, and that's okay. They're carbohydrates.
Right.
Your body needs sugar for energy and fuel. And if you would just switch the time of day that you're eating those things earlier in the day, when your body needs energy, it's waking up, it needs that carb for fuel, versus later in the day, which is so against the way we typically do it, late at night having the spaghetti. But that sugar signals your body, I'm getting ready to do something, that the pasta's late at night. And when you don't, when you go to sleep on it, now you're working all night long to try to break that down. So
see, all those times I put breakfast for dinner on my menu plan. It's really a good thing to do your eggs and
get your proteins late at
that
night.
at night. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to let her throw these in the box to donate just yet. I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do. But a lot of food for thought, and I hope you join us next week on SammyCone.com for more of Jenny's great tips and tricks for cleaning out our pantry for a healthier you.